No matter where you are today in your business and in your life, you're just one funnel away. I wrote a book a little while ago called Funnel Stacking, the 3 core funnels. And it was showing kind of the 3 funnels we have in our business. So for my business, we have like tripwire funnels, which then lead people to webinar funnels, then to high ticket funnels. I told you before that most businesses probably have 2 or 3 types of funnels that they leverage primarily. I shared 22 with them, but you're not gonna be doing 22. You're gonna be doing probably 2 or 3 max is what each type of business should be using. So you gotta figure out which one is the right funnel, right? We'll talk about that. But what's interesting that a lot of people don't understand is that the first funnel that I have typically doesn't make me any money, okay, or very little money. In fact, my goal, our internal goal as a company, when we launch a new funnel, it's the front end funnel. We call these break-even funnels. My goal is to break even. I want to create a funnel. I want to like my book. Like I sell my book on Facebook, right? My goal is not to become hugely rich by selling the book. My goal is to break even. Where I can spend $1 in advertising and I get that dollar back out here in the initial funnel. And then what happens is I get the most valuable thing for every single business. You get a customer. And then if you treat that customer right, they will continue to buy from you until you either stop selling them stuff or unless you offend them. So now I start taking them here to other funnels where I start selling them different products and services to help improve what it is or help make whatever I sold them even better, right? And that's kind of the journey here on the backside of it. And so it's important to understand that. So like in my business, I have these front-end funnels where I sell books and things like that, and my goal is to break even, but then I get a customer, then I invite those customers to the webinars, and anybody who buys anything on the webinar, it's 100% pure profit. So I don't have to buy that, I don't have to pay Facebook or Google for that customer again. I've got them, and then I send them to the next one, and this is pure profit, and this is pure profit. So we call this funnel stacking. Most businesses will have multiple funnels. The first funnel, again, the goal is to break even. Second funnel is where you start making profit. Okay, a lot of people go in this, they create the first funnel, they launch, and they're like, oh, I only broke even, or oh, I lost a little bit of money. I'm like, in our office, when we break even, we start celebrating and dancing. Every time we break even, we know it's at least $1 million a year funnel. We start going crazy, like we broke even. If we make a profit on the first end funnel, like we literally have, that's a huge deal. That doesn't happen that often. If we break even, like that means we won, okay? And so we gotta get that mindset happening with people, because a lot of times they do this thing, they put it together for, they launch it, and like I didn't make any money, and then they walk away from it. It's like, no, you didn't lose money and you got customers. You have 10, 50, 100, 1,000 customers now that you can sell other products and other services to. We talked about before at the beginning of the day, whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. Okay, and the way we do that is by having these funnels. There's 2 ways. Number 1 is get somebody to give you like $30 million to inject in your company and give most of it to them, which sucks. Or number 2 is like have a break-even funnel where that liquidates the cost of the customer, and then everything else after that becomes pure profit. So those are the 2 ways to grow a business. This way is way better because you don't have to give your equity up to a bunch of people who don't love what you do as much as you do. Okay, so here's an example of like our tripwire funnel. Just so you guys see numbers. This is my .com Secrets book. When someone came here, this is some stats I pulled from about a year ago from this time frame, just so you guys get some ideas of percentages and numbers to kind of help. So with this book, we spent out 200,000 visitors during this time, and from that, about 35,000 people filled in step 1 in the 2-step order form, and 27,636 actually filled in and put in their credit card. So about 14% of the people who hit the page actually bought the book. Okay, so then on the next, over here we have this little thing called the order form bump. It's on the 2-step order form, right? Where we upsold the audiobook version of my book for $37. Okay, and this is a testimonial from someone else who started adding order form bumps. It'll like change your life overnight. And so you look at like my average cart value so far, just from the sales page, is I made $219,760 from those people. How many was that? From these 27,000 people that bought 27,000 books. So far we made that much money is how much we collected just on this page right here. Boom, on 2-step order form page, okay? That's the first page. That much came from the shipping cost, that much came from the bump. Actually, that was total revenue. So $506,000 came from this page right here. And so my average cart value for every book we sold, for the 20,000 divided by this number, we averaged $18.31 so far for everyone who bought the book through page number 1 so far, right? So I mean, so far I can spend $18.31 to sell a book and I still break even. Okay, but that's just the first page in the funnel. There's more pages. Okay, so then we go to page number 2, and it's like, hey, wait, I want to sell you something really, really cool. So I have an upsell in here, right? So I got an upsell, and I'm like, this is this really cool course called Instant Traffic Hacks. It's $197. You guys should buy it. Now, unfortunately, not everybody bought it, which makes me kind of sad, but 4% of the people did buy it, which is awesome. So that means I have 28,000 people that saw this page, 1,200 people bought it. If you do the math on that, that is an additional $250,000 that I got from that little Lego right there. I love that Lego. It's awesome. Now it's, but my average cart value is now $27.39. So now I can spend $29.79 to be able to sell a book. No other author can do that. And I'm not done yet. That was upsell number 1. Then we transition now to upsell number 2. Upsell number 2, same kind of thing. Only 2% of people bought it. Oh, it's kind of a bummer. Only 2% of people bought it. But the nice thing about that, 2% of those people is 439 people bought the next thing, which equaled an additional $130,000 in cash. So now my average cart value on this one was up to $32.10. I can now spend $32.10 and still break even. You guys getting this? All right. This is pretty cool, right? And then on the thank you page, I took this page. I'm like, thanks so much for ordering the book. By the way, I got a bunch of other really cool stuff that you should buy as well. Here's links to it. I had an offer wall that then pushed them into all these other front ends that I had. Now, I didn't track that deep to see all other things. That's all just pure profit, pushing people into my other funnels and sending them up. Okay? Now, the coolest thing is that, like I said, we're at $32 I can spend to acquire a customer. It typically doesn't cost me $32 to acquire a customer. For my book offer right now, like I said, it's anywhere from, on the low end, $5 to get a customer, to the high end, about $20. So I'm profitable. Now, we're not always profitable. Some things we go less on. The longer funnel runs, especially with like one traffic source, after a while it'll start getting less and less effective, so the ad costs will go up. So like it'll go from $5 to 10 to 15 to 20 to 25 to 30. And as it gets closer and closer to break even, it hits about break even, we stop the ads and then we shift to a different front end funnel. And so that's how our business whole works. But it's all about getting customers for as close to break even as possible. Because for a break even, now I got a customer, so I got a break even customer, now I can take them to the next thing. And all of those 20,000 people that bought the book, I take them to here. And if I get 5% to buy my $1,000 thing on the webinar, that's all pure profit. That's how we build huge companies. That's the secret behind this thing, is actually stacking these funnels one on top of the other. Because again, whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. No matter where you are today in your business and in your life, you're just one funnel away